stomach.
Thank you for having the courage to come. I am Foresight.
I'm Action.
And I'm Knowledge.
I wish we had met under different circumstances, but this world is under attack, and we need your help. Foul creatures known as the Piglins have emerged from their fiery home, and they mean to conquer this peaceful land and all the creatures that live here.
We need your help to make sure that doesn't happen. But don't worry, you won't be alone.
Behold, I always wanted to say that. We present to you...
Gifts!
With the right melodies from this loot, the LAs will gather your resources, keep them safe for you, and build whatever you need.
Within this case burn the flames of creation. The flames will call upon friends to fight by your side. These golems helped us shape the overworld, and now they will help you defend it.
And last, but not least, this is the banner of courage. Raise it high, and this world will rise to your aid.
The Piglins' hunger is insatiable. They already have a foothold in the overworld. And if they are not stopped, they will devour everything.
We didn't prepare the creatures of our world for this day. But we believe you can.
That's why we called upon you. If there is any hope, it's you.
Hello?
We don't have much time, but just enough to show you a thing or two about these tools. There's no telling what you'll face in the overworld now that the Piglins are here. So the sooner you master these tools, the better. Head over to Action and we'll get started.
Menu. Settings screen. Settings screen. Menu. How to play button.
Great! Now let's get to work.
The overworld is filled with resources you can gather to help you fight the Piglins. And that's where the LAs come in. Play the right melody on your lute, and they'll gather anything for you.
Gather with
Let's
up
start by
directional
playing the
button,
melody
send
we gathered
yes to
with.
team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Gather with up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build.
Well done.
Make your way to where Action is and use your loot to gather some stone.
Gather wood. Gather wood up directional button, send yes
Nice
to team
work.
down directional
Let's do that
button,
again.
send no to team
This
left
time, play the
directional
melody for
button,
gathering
think
stone.
I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Gather wood. Gather stone, selected melody 2 of 2, use L1 R1 to navigate. Gather with selected melody 1 of 2, use L1 R1 to navigate. Gather stone up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Gather stone.
When you play the melody, feel...
Now you've got the resources you need.
Gather with
That's
selected
step one.
melody 1 of
Step
2,
two
use
is
L1
playing the
R1 to
melody
navigate.
that will inspire
Gather
the LAs
stone,
to build what
selected
you
melody 2 of
Hey,
2, use L1
build some
R1 to
stairs,
navigate.
so you can come and join me up here.
Structure hotbar selected. Use up directional button, down directional button, right directional button to change ramp selected. Melody 101. Use L1 R1 to navigate. Resourcing hotbar selected. Use down directional button, left directional button, right directional button to change. Gather stone selected. Melody 2 up to use L1 R1 to navigate. Structure hotbar
You know the platforms
selected.
the
Use
Allays
up
built can be
directional
used as
button, down
stairs too.
directional button,
It just
right
depends on how you look
directional
at it.
button to change. Ramp selected. Melody 101. Use L1 R1 to navigate. Ramp up directional button, send yes to team. Down directional button, send no to team. Left directional button, think I will build. Right directional button, think ask to build.
Remember, you have all the tools
Ram.
you need to build a staircase using a platform. Well done. Stairs are going to save you a lot of time out there.
You'll use flames of creation to call your
Resourcing
friends
hotbar
to
selected. Use down directional button, left directional button, right directional button to change. Gather stone selected. Melody 2 up to use L1 R1 to navigate.
Now, let's light those flames.
Use the spawner melodies to call the golems you met earlier.
Gather with selected. Melody 1 up to use L1 R1 to navigate. Summons hotbar selected. Use up directional button, left directional button, right directional button to change. Flank golem spawner selected. Melody 1 up to use L1 R1 to
Great.
navigate.
Each spawner holds the
Cobblestone
flames of
golem
creation
spawner
that
up
will call upon your
directional button,
allies.
send yes
Put
to
those
team. Down
spawners to work.
directional button, send
Summon
no
some
to team.
friends.
Left directional button, think I will build. Right directional button, think ask to build. Cobblestone golem spawner. Flank golem spawner selected. Melody 1 up to use L1 R1 to navigate. Flank golem spawner up directional button, send yes to team. Down directional button, send no to team. Left directional button, think I will build. Right directional button, think ask to build. Flank golem spawner.
Hello, everybody.
The golems are new to battle, but they'll rally behind you. Use the Banner of Courage to bring your friends over to me.
Village hotbar selected. Use up directional button, down directional button, left directional button to change. Selected. Melody 1 of 0. Use L1 R1 to navigate. Structure hotbar selected. Use up directional button, down directional button, right directional button to change. Ramp selected. Melody 1 of 1. Use L1 R1 to navigate.
Excellent. If you want the golems to stop following you, use your banner again to ask them to stop. Nicely done.
You can also use the banner to send your friends in any direction you want. Send them over to action.
Hello, little friends.
Ramp up directional button, send yes to team. Down directional button, send no to team. Left directional button, think I will build. Right directional button, think ask to build. Village hotbar selected. Used up directional button, down directional button, left directional button to change. Selected. Melody 1 of 0. Use L1 R1 to navigate. Summon hotbar selected. Used up directional button, left directional button, right directional button to change. Flank golem spawner selected. Melody 1 up to use L1 R1 to navigate. Village hotbar selected. Used up directional button, down directional button, left directional button to change. Selected. Melody 1 up 0. Use L1 R1 to
Your friends
navigate.
will rally behind the banner of courage whenever you raise it. You've done it! Now take everything you've learned here into the real fight, and the piglins won't stand a chance.
It is good that you are ready, as I must ask we get moving. One of the villages has just been attacked.
Oh no! Quickly, come with us. We'll get you out into the...
Thank you again for your courage. We are honored to have you as an ally.
We'll be with you every step of the way.
Loading. 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 Resourcing hotbar selected. Use down directional button, left directional button, right directional button to change. Gather with selected melody. 1 off to use L1 R1 to navigate. Gather stone selected melody 2 off to use L1 R1 to navigate. Summons hotbar selected. Use up directional button, left directional button, right directional button to change. Selected melody 1 off 0. Use L1 R1 to navigate. Resourcing hotbar selected. Use down directional button, left directional button, right directional button to change. Gather with selected melody 1 off to use L1 R1 to navigate. Village hotbar selected. Use up directional button, down directional button, left directional button to change.
Welcome
selected
to our
melody
world.
1 off 0. Use
We
L1
would love
R1
to
to
introduce
navigate.
you properly, but a village needs your help. Please, go to them.
I've marked the village that's under attack on the compass and in the world for you, so you can easily find it. I'll also mark areas where you're needed with a beacon of light to help you navigate to them better. We've provided you with some starting resources, but remember that the allays can gather more for you while you make your way.
Busy allays or happy allays?
Gather stone selected melody will use L1 R1 to navigate. Resourcing hotbar selected. Use down directional button, left directional button, right SPKRAKER says, I will gather stone. Resourcing hotbar selected. Use down directional button, left directional button, right directional button to change. Selected melody 1 off to use L1 R1 to navigate. Gather stone. world map.
We've given you a compass and a map. Use them both to make sure you're always going in the right direction. Take a look at your map now and locate the village that needs your help.
That's the village! Get over there quickly! Oh no!
Those little pink monsters must be stopped.
Summon top are selected. Use up directional button, left directional
Don't forget,
button, right
build
directional
spawners
button
to summon
change.
allies to
Go
fight
with
by your
spawner
side.
Selected melody 1 out to use L1 R1 to navigate. Cobblestone golem spawner. Cobblestone golem spawner off directional buttons and yes to team up. SPKRAKER says, I will build a cobblestone golem spawner requires 25 wood and 25 stone. Cobblestone golem spawner off directional buttons and yes to team down directional buttons and no to team left directional buttons. I will build right directional buttons and to build. Gather stone up directional buttons and yes to team down directional buttons and no to team left directional buttons. I will build right directional buttons and to build. Blank golem spawner.
The immediate danger is over, but the village is devastated. The piglins have ruined the fountain.
A carpenter hut will repair nearby structures. Get the LAs to work building one for you. The villagers will gather up resources over time. Check back later.
Toolbar unit direct underscore frontline underscore category name hotbar selected. Use up direction.
You have all the tools to repair the broken fountain. If you don't have enough wood or stone, make sure you gather them.
Selected melody 1 of 6. Use L1R1 to navigate. Melee mobs selected melody 2 of 6. Use L1R1 to navigate. Melee mobs selected melody 2 of 6. Use L1R1 to navigate. Summons hotbar selected. Use up directional button, left directional button, right directional button to change flank golem spawner selected melody 1 of 2. Use L1R1 to navigate. Flank golem selected melody 3 of 6. Use L1R1 to navigate. Summons hotbar selected. Use up directional button, left directional button, right directional button to change flank golem spawner selected melody 1 of 2. Use L1R1 to navigate.
That's a perfect spot.
Carpenter hut.
The Carpenter hut will have the fountain flowing again in no time.
Button, send note to team left directional button ping. I will build right directional button ping. Ask to build. Carpenter hot up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send note to team left directional button ping. I will build right directional button ping. Ask to build.
What a relief! The water flows again.
The piglins are rallying on the outskirts of the village. I think another attack is on the way. Better build up some defenses while there's still time.
Carpenter hot up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send note to team left directional button ping. I will build right directional button ping. Ask to build. Gather stone. Gather stone up directional button, send yes to
Arrow
team
towers
down
will work
directional
well to
button,
defend
send
this
note to
village.
team left directional button ping. I will build right directional button ping. Ask to build. Gather wood up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send note to team left directional button ping. I will build right directional button ping. Ask to build. Arrow tower selected melody 4 of 5. Use L1R1 to navigate. Arrow tower up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send note to team left directional button ping. I will build right directional
These defenses will
button,
work
ping.
well to
Ask
keep the
build.
village safe.
Arrow tower. Resourcing hotbar selected. Use down directional button, left directional button, right directional button to change. Gather
The
with
piglins are
selected
close.
melody 2 up
Don't
to
forget,
use L1R1
your golem
to
friends want to
navigate.
help too.
Gather with up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send note to team left directional button ping. I will build right directional button ping. Ask to build. Gather wood up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send note to team left directional button ping. I will build right directional button ping. Ask to build.
The piglins are
Gather
here.
stone selected
Brace
melody
yourself,
3 up
hero.
to use L1R1 to navigate. Structure hotbar selected. Use up directional button, down directional button, right directional button to change. Arrow tower selected melody 4 out 5. Use L1R1 to navigate.
The piglins will attack from all sides, so be sure to check your compass to see where they're coming from.
To team left directional button ping. I will build right directional button ping. Ask to build. Village hotbar selected. Use up directional button, down directional button, left directional button to change. Selected melody 3 up 0. Use L1R1 to navigate. Gather stone. Gather stone up directional button, send yes to team down directional button.
Don't forget you've got plank golems. They'll do great against maze fronts.
Ask to build.
It's the piglins!
Hurry, the villagers need your help right now!
Directional button, right directional button to change. Gather stone selected melody free up to use L1 R1 to navigate. Gather with up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think and the build. Gather stone selected melody free up to use L1 R1 to navigate. Gather stone up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Gather stone.
The attack is over, but some piglins remain.
If you run out of flames to summon new help...
You've done it! Village saved! We knew you'd do it.
The villagers are thrilled that you defended their fountain. They've put some extra resources in the chest.
The villagers are peaceful, but want to help where they can. As gratitude, you can count on their resourcefulness to keep you in the fight.
They'll keep gathering materials for you, while you're out saving the day.
The piglins are planning something. I know it.
But this time we have the advantage. If you can shut down the piglin outposts surrounding the village, we might be able to push back this invasion.
Gather stone up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button.
Sometimes rushing into a fight isn't the best option. Your banner has some more advanced commands that will let you lead your allies from a position of safety. Use your banner to look at the fight from a new perspective. I like to call it Banner View. Taking out structures will be a challenge with just plank golems. I suggest you call on some cobblestone friends to help with that.
Sprinting, jumping button, press cross button to jump over obstacles, press and hold cross button to perform a higher jump.
Excellent. With Banner View, you'll be able to better choose how you want to approach the fight ahead. Now, go ahead and send only one ally into the fight. Anyone will do.
Melee mob selected, melody 2 of 6, use L1 R1 to navigate. Village hotbar selected, use up directional button, down directional button, left directional button to change. Gather stone selected, melody with use L1 R1 to navigate.
Don't forget about your cobblestone friends. You'll need them to bring down piglin structures.
Structure hotbar selected, use up directional button, down directional button, right directional button to change. Arrow tower selected, melody 4 of 5, use L1 R1 to navigate. Cobblestone golem spawner up directional button, send yes to team down directional button, send no to team left directional button, think I will build right directional button, think ask to build. Cobblestone golem spawner. Blank golem spawner selected, melody 1 of 2, use L1 R1 to navigate. Blank golem spawner. Gather stone selected melody with will use L1 R1 to navigate. Flank golem spawner selected melody 1 of 2 use L1 R1 to navigate. Flank golem spawner. Gather stone selected melody will use L1 R1 to navigate. Cobblestone golem spawner selected melody 2 of 2 use L1 R1 to navigate. Our unit rec underscore frontline underscore category name hotbar selected use up directional button down directional button left directional button right directional button to change melee mob selected melody 2 of 6 use L1 R1 to navigate. Summons hotbar selected use up directional button left directional button right directional button to change cobblestone golem spawner selected melody 2 of 2 use L1 R1 to navigate.
These hearty friends are great at smashing structures, but make sure you protect them so they don't get smashed back.
Cobblestone golem spawner up directional buttons and yes to team down directional buttons and no to team left directional buttons and arrow right directional buttons and the bill. Take pop up selected up directional button down directional button left directional button to change gather stone selected melody to use L1 R1 to navigate.